Here I am with Tony and Blanca Correa, and they are newlyweds, but they are spending their honeymoon in a very unique way. Here we are in the Houston International Seventh-day Adventist Church in one of the Sabbath school rooms, and this is their bedroom for the summer of 2016. What are you doing here this summer?
Well, basically, we are here supporting our new leaders for the canvassing program, training them, being a support for the new co-porters and for the one who canvassed before. It has been already 9 weeks, or basically almost 10 weeks of canvassing in the Houston area. We are by the Houston International Church, and it has been a blessing. It has been our honeymoon for the last 9 weeks here. It has been a blessing canvassing in this area.
So you are overseeing the program, both of you, and you have how many here who are camping in other rooms here in the church?
Well, we are total 16 people in this church, and so we are basically being a support for them. And we have 2 leaders, and also the rest are basically co-porters coming from many parts, Venezuela, Houston area, California, and students from Southwestern. And so that's what we are doing for this summer.
Okay, and that must be a challenge. You got married in May, is that right?
Yeah, we got married in May 15th, and then basically we had 3 days honeymoon, and then we basically left, to go canvassing. And so that's what basically how has been our weeks for the last couple weeks in this summer.
And Blanca, you were a literature evangelist, and that's how you and Tony got to know each other. Say a little bit about that.
That's right. Okay, 2012 December, he was my leader. That was the first December that I went canvassing with Southwestern, and it was a blessing. It was cool and all, but that was it, Then 2013, we got to lead together for the first time. It was my first time ever leading a canvassing group, and it was his first time leading a mega book program. And at the end, he was very interested, but I was very focused on school and, and the Lord. And it was just, from God. I knew that it wasn't time, so I just had to say no. And then a few more times, it took some time. Then 2015, we led again together right after we graduated from Southwestern. And then that summer was also a huge blessing, and at the same time, I think God led us together at that time as well. And then we are married in 2016.
All right, so this is his hardest sale. It took a lot of years to sell this.
That's right.
Now,
reached the goal.
Now, you are trying to get as much Bible truth-filled literature out in Houston as possible with the 16 you have here and the 14 that are in another church here in the area. I see in the background is a map of Houston. So you are going after that, just kind of mapping out where you're going. Any idea on what percentage of Houston you might have covered this summer?
Well, it's kind of a little hard to say on percentage, but each student basically gets to talk to probably average of 80 people per day. So you can basically multiply by 5 days of the week, or you multiply by 50 days. That's the whole summer of work. So it's a good amount of territory. It's not enough to finish Houston. It's too big, but it is a missionary territory. It's a blessing, this territory. I think Houston International is located in a very key location for mission. So it's a good amount of Bible studies we basically raise here, and right now we have more than 25 families receiving Bible studies. And
25 families receiving Bible studies just from the work of these young people this summer.
Yeah. And 4 families visiting the church. Yesterday I went cycling with one of them very early in the morning. Daniel Duarte, he came to visit the church and said, let's go cycling. So we went cycling yesterday, 6 in the morning. So people who they got to talk to the co-porters, last week, Vacation Bible School, 59 kids came through the canvassing work to be on a vacation Bible school.
59 vacation Bible school kids just as a result of literature
With their
evangelism.
parents.
Student, yeah, with their families. Wow, wow. So this has been a high impact summer. 10
Praise
weeks
the Lord.
and so many things.
Praise the
Now, these young people, these student call porters, some of them are young and green, just 18, 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there. And that doesn't mean they're always highly disciplined when they come here. Do you ever have to talk to them directly and help them get back on track? And how do they respond to that?
Well, at the beginning, they feel like, what's going on here? It's like a army. And I would say that it's kind of like army, you know. We have some rules, and if you if you're still awake after 10, you know, talking, using your phone, it's $1 fee per day. And so, which we use the money to buy the gift for the champion for the week, the summer. But we have to, you know, talk to them. You know, have to change our skirt. It's too short. You have to dress decent. You know, try to represent God. So, but we work with, you know, with love. You know, we respect them. We understand each one has a different background. We respect them, but by the end of the summer, after 10 weeks, we can see changes. And God has blessing. And for sure, with the girls, most of the time, Blanca is the one who talks, and with love and care. And so they understand, right?
Yes. And it's nice to see the transformation within as well, you know, because sometimes we don't even have to talk as much, but we have girls that, you know, that can give an example that will motivate the other ones, you know, to kind of change, you know, to see that it's not a big deal, you know, that it's actually a nice thing, you know, it's a positive thing. You know?
Now, on the 2 months after you were married, what happened? I see this poster back behind you. Say something about that.
Yeah. Well, basically, they know that we just got married, and our honeymoon has been this room here has been canvassing, knocking on the doors. Basically, when we completely the 2 months, we would say anniversary for the wedding, they prepared breakfast for us the Friday morning. It was a Friday morning, and they woke up by 6, which normally they wake up by 8 on Fridays, but they woke up very early to prepare a very nice breakfast for us. So it was nice, right?
Yeah, they sang for us las mañanitas, and then and they, you know, we prayed together, and it was a very nice, you know, detail from them.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Now, you were going to go back and get a little bit of time off, not a lot, but then when you start the school year, you'll be recruiting student call porters for the school year at Southwestern Adventist University, but you're also going to be recruiting a new program. What's that going to be?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very, it's going to be a good program. It's going to be a blessing for